Well, Graham, I've just been speaking to Jimmy, who said that reminded him so much of the Swindon game. Really good performance, but we just didn't have the cutting edge to take our chances and come away with something.
Yes, to be fair, that's a fair comment. Probably a little bit more than the Swindon game, I would say, because in the Swindon game, we probably deserved a draw, but we didn't create as many chances as we did tonight. I think we created some very clear-cut chances, maybe 5 or 6, and on another night with better finishing, we'd have come away with not just a draw, we might have come away with a win.
So, were you happy with the strike force tonight? Obviously, I understand that you lost Slava with an injury, so I guess you didn't really have too many options and to go with Jez and Moses up front.
No, it left us light. Obviously, it left us light one up front, but I'm not disappointed that Moses and Jez played up front. They can play up there, and they're two quality players. But he just cut our options down, and it took away that big man again that we were crying out for. And Jamie Slava would have given us that, Matty Wright would have given us that, and you end up playing with two small men, and it's not an ideal world. But they played well, they give their all, like the rest of the teammates, and I was very, very pleased with the performance. If I'm going to be critical and disappointed, it's just in the finishing.
What about their goal? It looked rather soft from where I was sitting.
It was a good finish, but I was disappointed that the boy wasn't tracked. He made a run into the box. We should have picked him up. We should have tracked him all the way in and seen the ball safely back to the goalkeeper. That was disappointing, but give them credit. They are a top side. Their movement is good. They did cause us problems for 15 or 20 minutes at the beginning of the game and looked very lively. Once we weathered that and we settled down, then I thought it was an even contest. And with us, shading it most of the time, and obviously late on when we're out on our feet, and we've left 3 at the back. They've had a couple of chances where Ross has come in and done his bit.
And I thought Nicky Nicolau had a very good game tonight. I know he's come in maybe for a bit of stick, but he came in tonight and he bombed up and down that left flank and put in some very good crosses.
Yeah, it was obviously one of those lucky games for Nick. He's obviously a bad player, and he just had a little bit of luck tonight where he had one of his, probably his only good game of the entire season. And
how's the position with Matty Wright? Are there moves to try and get him in, perhaps?
Matty Wright is done. We've got his services. That was done today, and he'll be with us on Friday. He needs to play in a reserve game for Palace tomorrow, but the signing's been done, and he'll be with us right through the whole of the season. Fingers crossed we make the playoffs, including the playoffs as well.
And what's the position with Jamie Slava's injury?
Jamie Slava unfortunately got injured on Saturday. Once the Hampton game was called off, we did a couple of hours of work, and right at the end of training, he just aggravated a little muscle above his knee. It's nothing serious, but it could take up to 7 to 14 days to clear.
And how's it been training this week and last week? Presumably rather frustrating. What have you been doing? Training in the bar?
We've got to take. We've got to say big thank you to the Woking Leisure Centre. And Stuart, who's the manager there, he's allowed us those facilities for as often as we needed them. And obviously, it's not ideal training on hard boards, but we mix it up. We've gone in the leisure centre. We've had a couple of spinning classes. We've run up the stairs, and we've gone out in the snow a bit as well. So, had a couple of snowball fights and done a bit of legwork in the snow. So we mixed and matched it just to keep the enthusiasm, just a bit of variety. And we've made best of a bad situation. And looking at our fitness levels tonight, I was very pleased.
And turning now to Saturday, obviously a big game against Dover, presumably hoping for a similar performance that we put in against them away.
Yes, it's crucial that we don't follow the Swindon performance, but in a flat performance on Saturday. I'm hoping that's not going to happen. There's no reason why it should. But it's a big game. It's a team obviously right next to us in the playoff position, and if we can get the win and take the 3 points off them, that will stand us in good stead to kick on from there.
Lovely. Thanks very much.
Thanks very much.